Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You have to like what you're seeing so far from Joakim Noah.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You have to like what you're seeing so far from Joakim Noah.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Smart and Bradley, the guards. David Lee is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Zeller in the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And that one's good. 7 points for Rose.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Now here's Smart. He's covered by Rose. Left side, Bradley. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Bradley's got his second basket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Guys, the Bulls' defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim, even off the bench. All of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
Here's Crowder, and Butler sends it back. Rose kicks to Snell. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Talking about the Bulls and their rim protection. They had the lowest opponent field goal percentage on shots right at the rim.
Yeah, and it helps when you compare 7-footers down low. It's not just the bigs, though. Even the perimeter players will track back and challenge at the rim. Really a total team effort.
Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons. Last year, they have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
Here's Smart. Here's Lee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, in that playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly. Eventually pulled it together and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
Thomas checked in for Marcus Smart.
And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, though, but they just couldn't match the firepower of the Cavs.
And he gets it to go. Butler's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
He dishes it to Gasol. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. That's a 2 from Butler. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now here's Thomas. And a wide open look for Zeller. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Zeller's got 8. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Chicago leading by 6. Rose goes in. Lee with the steal. Now Bradley. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And finished off by Gasol.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose attacking. Gasol dishes to Noah. And stolen by Zeller. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Bradley's got the ball. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Chicago leading by 6. To the paint. Baseline try. That's good. That's 10 points for Pau Gasol.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Double team on Thomas. From 12 feet out. Noah with the block. And he gets it back. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller, and Turner's subbed in for Bradley. Then for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol, and it's Brooks in for Tony Snell. Rose, good.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
The shot by Turner, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Rose attacking. Good D by Sullinger. And part of the reason why the Celtics are ahead of schedule in their rebuild is because of Coach Brad Stevens. He has everyone on the same page.
You know what? You talk around the league about Coach Stevens, and other coaches are just astounded by his work ethic. People around the league think he's already a top coach. He could be one of the greats by the time he's done if he stays at the professional level.
Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. Out to Brooks. From past the arc. The rebound by Johnson. Celtics trail by 10. Passes it to Crowder. And Gibson sends it back. From deep three-point range. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson, the pass to Sullinger. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Tipped away. Turner with the steal. He feeds it to Johnson. From deep, Thomas. It's all in by the Bulls. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Brooks.
Celtics foul.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Urebko comes in for Thomas. And Smart subbed in for Jay Crowder. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Butler kicks to Rose. Here's Noah. And the miss. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Chicago